game, don't play with my name. You come with your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no...
Tonight, from Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, it's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. They begin the drive with Williams. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A huge play there for Denver, 54 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now we give up the middle to Williams. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. Gets past 1, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Melvin Gordon, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. By a touchdown run coming from Melvin Gordon. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From the 6. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 27. And they'll run the option to start the drive. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. This defense for the Broncos, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. Checks this one down. It's Mitchell. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. Fielded at about the 28. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Now it's 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. Here's Wilson out to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. On fourth down, Sam Martin is on punt for the Broncos. Score. They're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Lance going back to the air after the pick six. So following the incompletion, here in 10 from the 25. On second down, here's Mitchell. And not much to stuff. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Lance now to throw. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. And he'll be out of bounds. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Williams will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league. But this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. Things, unfortunately, continuing to implode here. The interception he threw on the previous drive, of course, led to the touchdown. And that deficit widening a little bit further. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Throwing now is Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Lance to throw it. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. And they'll go for it. Lance. Man open, that's Ray McLeod. And he is going to have the Niners first down, as this defense cannot come up with a play that they need. In fact, they surrender a big chunk, 17 yards there on 4th down. Now Lance. Over the middle, that's caught by McLeod. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Here's Lance. Flush to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
On 2nd and goal, Lance. And it's complete. In the end, touchdown, 49ers. Ray McLeod there to make the grab. And the Niners are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Gold with the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, They scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wilson. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock was 25. Snap will come for the 6. Now Wilson. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos would extend their lead here just before halftime. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's capped off by the touchdown run from Jerry Jeudy. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away from the 10. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Ready. 60 men. 60 men.
On first down, Lance. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. They shot it on the midfield. So it is no good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided look around. on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points. Now Lance throws the interception, his third. Picked off by Alex Singleton. Now the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On 2nd and inches, Wilson. And that's a touchdown, but hold on, there is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And a solid run down inside the 30. That 2nd down run a big help as 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they'd love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner, because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Lance looking to throw it. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Lance on the keeper, and this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. To throw, it's Lance. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. DJ Jones with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. So he missed that field earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag, and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Offense at the line, ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night.
Second and one's probably better than picking up that situation.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. It's Gordon. Taken down at the 30.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 66 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Will. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop. The busy night continues for Williams. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niner 16. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Run it with Williams. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Javonte Williams, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Now McManus for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And Lance going to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the Niners come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, Offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal.